pool table? If you find yourself stuck at home, you may be worried about your pool game going downhill. It's hard to practice when you don't have a table. Luckily, most of us have cues at home, and while it might not be as fun as putting together a nice run, I've put together a list of 5 ways to continue improving your game even while being stuck at home without a pool table. Number 1, the bottle drill. Right now is actually the perfect time to work on your fundamentals and get rid of any flaws that you wouldn't normally notice. I recommend getting a clean bottle as well as a hand towel to help hold the bottle in place. Do your best to make sure the bottle is dry so that you don't get any water on your leather tip. The towel, in addition to helping to hold the bottle in place, can also be folded to adjust for hitting low, center, or high ball. A lot of you have probably already seen or even done this drill, but I'm going to try to add a couple of extra steps to try and get the maximum benefit from it. Get lined up on the shot and ensure that your stance is consistent with your feet lined up in the same spot every time that you get down. Treat it like it's a real shot that matters, just like it's the game ball. Take your strokes, take your pause, slow backswing, and a smooth transition to your forward swing, and follow through. Finally, take a second to analyze the position of your body at the end of each shot. Check to see if your cue is going straight into the bottle and make sure that you followed through a proper amount. The only time that your cue should touch the bottle is at the end of the follow through on your stroke. This is when the tip of your cue would normally be sitting on the felt of the table. If it strikes the bottle any other time, then you missed your mark and should work to identify the issues that are causing you to misstrike the cue ball. If you're hitting the top of the bottle, you're probably dropping your elbow, and if you're hitting the left or right side of the bottle, you probably have an issue with your stance causing clearance issues. Or you could just be manipulating the path of the cue with your wrist, but that's typically also due to clearance issues with your stance. Slow down your stroke and delivery and really analyze what you're doing that is causing you to miss, because that's what's going to give you the maximum benefit out of this exercise. Number 2, the mirror drill. This will be similar to the bottle drill, except you'll be performing in front of a mirror. But don't worry if you don't have a mirror, just use your cell phone like I did. If you do use your phone, I recommend getting lined up with the camera to avoid the fisheye effect that the front camera usually has. One of the benefits of doing this with the camera is that you can record yourself and watch it back later. Treat each shot the same way as I described above, and use the visual feedback to identify issues in your stroke. Set up for each delivery just like you would for every shot that you would on a normal pool table. Otherwise, the feedback that you're going to get will be unrealistic to how you are actually shooting when you play. Number 3, visualization. A study conducted by Dr. Biasiato at the University of Chicago split people into 3 groups and tested each group on how many free throws they could make. Group A practiced free throws for 1 hour a day, Group B visualized themselves making free throws, and Group C was a control who did nothing. After 1 month, each group was retested. Group A improved by 24%, Group B by 23%, and the control group did not improve. What was shown is that simply visualizing yourself performing a specific task can improve your ability to execute that task. Ensure that when you're visualizing that you visualize the feel of the cue and the stroke. Visualize the exact pass of each ball, even imagine the sound. Number 4, watch professional play. When I first really started to play seriously, I started studying professional play. Each shot, I would try to predict what they would do and understand why they chose what they did. Many of these matches also come with commentary from high-level players who can not only give you an idea behind the choice of each shot, but also some of the mental challenges that come from playing in such a competitive environment. My favorite commentator to listen to is Jeremy Jones. He sheds a bit of light into the decisions that these pros make. Things an amateur would never consider because they are just too concerned with other aspects of the shot. Number 5, study. I can guarantee that you don't know everything that there is to know about the game. I certainly don't. The better you are, the harder it'll be to find information, but it is out there. Other than work, I'll likely be stuck at home for the next month, and it gives me plenty of time to read and watch educational videos. I recently purchased Mark Wilson's book, Play Great Pool, and I've just about finished the entire thing, and I'm probably going to have to read through it again just because there's so many small things that I didn't know prior to reading it. And it really just goes to show that it doesn't matter how good you are, there's always going to be something that you just don't know about. And now's where I want to hear from you guys. What's your favorite resource, your favorite YouTube, your favorite book that you've read? I'd really like to get some of your input because I'm going to be stuck at home for the next month other than going to work, and I'm going to have a lot of time on my hands to fill up, so I'd really like to hear something. Just drop your suggestions down in the comment section, and even if you don't have anything to comment, go down there and look because I'm sure there'll be plenty of good suggestions to check out.